So how do you qualify for the stimulus check? How do you get your stimulus check as soon as possible? When will you get the stimulus check? Will I have to apply to receive the stimulus check? Today we're going to be talking about a wide variety of circumstances regarding the stimulus check. This is going to be as comprehensive as possible. If you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comments below because I will be responding to each and every single one. Welcome to Finance Fernandez. My name is Daniel. I'm a CFP candidate and I'm here to help you on your journey to financial freedom. So how do you qualify for the stimulus check? You must have filed a tax return in either 2018 or 2019. Your income level must be below a certain threshold, which we'll talk about in detail. You must be a resident alien, and you must also not be claimed as a dependent on someone else's tax return. So how much will you get in terms of the stimulus check? If you're a single individual and your income is less than $75,000, you get the full $1,200. It will be reduced if your income is between $75,000 and $99,000. If you file your taxes jointly with your spouse and your income is $150,000 or less, you will get double. You get $2,400. If your joint income though is between $150,000 and $198,000, it will be reduced. Now, if you're the head of household and your income is $112,500 or less, you'll get $1,200. If you're the head of household and your income is between $112,500 and $136,500, it will also be reduced. These amounts of your adjusted gross income will actually be reduced by $5 for every $100 of income that you have exceeding those thresholds that I mentioned. I know that's a little bit complex, so I've included a link in the description box below. Please check that out because it'll tell you exactly how much you're going to get based on your adjusted gross income. So the big question that I've been getting is, how do you get your stimulus check as soon as possible? The Trump administration and the chairman of the IRS has said that those who file their 2019 taxes will get priority, right? What you've been hearing is you need to either have your 2019 taxes filed, and if you haven't, they'll look at your 2018 taxes. Yes, that is true. However, priority will go towards those who have filed their taxes in 2019. This makes sense because that's the most up-to-date information that the IRS has. What's also really important is to have your direct deposit information saved or filed with the IRS. Now, if you filed your tax returns in the past and you've received a tax refund and that went directly into your bank account, that's great because that's the fastest way for you to receive your money. Via snail mail, it will take considerably longer. So again, if you filed your 2019 taxes and if you have your direct deposit information already logged in with the IRS, they will transfer your stimulus check to you sometime in mid-April. When will you get the stimulus check? Essentially, if you filed your 2019 taxes and you also have your direct deposit information on file, it could take as little as 3 weeks from the date the bill was passed. So this, you're looking at about mid-April. Originally, they were saying April 6th. I don't think that's going to happen anymore. It will be at least mid-April before you get your money. And that's assuming you filed your 2019 taxes and you have your direct deposit information with the IRS. If you don't have your direct deposit information with the IRS, and if you've been receiving your tax refunds via snail mail in the past, via a check, then I would recommend calling the IRS. Again, I have a link in the description box below with the IRS phone number. You can call them and you can give them your direct deposit information. If you've only filed your 2018 taxes and you haven't filed your 2019 taxes yet, make sure you include your direct deposit information as well. What if you haven't filed your 2018 or 2019 taxes? In this case, you may actually slip through the cracks. The government is willing to give these stimulus checks even if you have no income. So it's in your best interest to get your 2019 taxes done as soon as possible so that they have your up-to-date information, they have your direct deposit information. Even if your income is zero, I would still recommend filing your taxes because it's the only way that you can get the money. So I know I've been harping about getting your taxes done. There is a small percentage of people that do not need to file their taxes because they're on Social Security and they will still get their stimulus check. So the only time that you don't have to file your taxes and you will get a stimulus check, the government is saying, is if you're on Social Security. This is specifically if you are receiving Social Security benefits and you have the form SSA 1099 filled out and you receive that from the government. Can you get the stimulus check if you're on unemployment? Absolutely. You can definitely get the stimulus check if you're on unemployment. Even if you are receiving unemployment benefits, you will still get the stimulus check. Can you get the stimulus check if you're self-employed? Absolutely. As long as your income level is below the thresholds that I mentioned, you will still get the stimulus check. Will U.S. citizens living abroad be receiving the stimulus check? Yes, they will. As long as you still qualify as a resident alien, or also known as a permanent resident, you will still get the stimulus check as long as you're filing your taxes and claiming your income as well. If your stimulus check hasn't come in, how do you know that it hasn't been misdirected, right? What if somebody else picked up your mail? What if it just went to the wrong account? Well, the administration has said that they will be sending out essentially a document to you. This will be sent via snail mail. It'll be from the IRS. It'll state that you, including your name, will be receiving X amount in terms of a stimulus benefit, and it will be issued to you by direct deposit information with the information that you have on file, or via a check, right? So I don't know what the wording of that paper document will look like, but you will be receiving something in the mail from the IRS just as a confirmation that they are going to be processing this soon. So huge disclaimer, guys, please be careful. Please let your family members and your loved ones know not to fall for any IRS scams. Right now is the perfect opportunity for IRS scammers to call taxpayers and ask for their direct deposit information, you know.
Hi, this is the IRS calling. I'm just calling to ask for your direct deposit information. We have your 2019 data and we want to send you your check. Currently, we don't have it on file and you are scheduled to receive it in the mail in 10 weeks. Do you want to receive it in the mail? Or if you want, just give me your direct deposit information and you'll get it tomorrow. You know
what I mean? Something like that is so easy to do. And unfortunately, so many people fall victim to that. So please just let your friends and families know not to give out any direct deposit information. You can only do this when you file your taxes. Let the IRS know on your tax filing system the direct deposit information there. Now, do college students get anything? Not if you are being claimed as a dependent on someone else's tax return. So if your parents are filing you as a dependent on their tax return, you won't get anything. And this is essentially until you're age 24. If you're 24 or younger, you basically would still be qualifying as a dependent under your parents' tax return, assuming they pay half of your expenses. So you'd have to double check with your parents or legal guardians if they are claiming you as a dependent. Will I have to apply to receive the stimulus check? No, you will not have to apply to receive anything. As long as you have your 2018 or 2019 taxes done or those Social Security forms filled out, which is what I mentioned earlier, you will be receiving the stimulus checks automatically. The fastest way is if you have the direct deposit information in your 2019 tax return filed. Will this affect my credit in any way? No, absolutely not. This is not going to be affecting your credit. The government is essentially using these funds to help stimulate the economy and help distressed individuals in these tough times. So this will not affect your credit negatively in any way. Now, what if your income tax refunds are currently being garnished, right? What if, for example, you've defaulted on your student loans and every time you get an income tax refund, the government takes that away because you're owing? In this case, the government is actually pausing that for now. This does not impact your stimulus check. You will still receive your stimulus check even if you have been getting garnished income tax refunds in the past.
So last week, jobless claims soared to 3.3 million according to the Department of Labor. This is the highest amount of jobless claims in recorded history.
This is why I also just want to talk about the $250 billion that's going towards expanded unemployment benefits. So how much unemployment insurance will I receive? That actually depends on your state. Right now, most states will replace individual income for around 40 to 45%. That means if you're earning, say, $1,000 a week, you'll get around $400 to $450 a week. However, with the expanded unemployment insurance, you'll get an additional $600 per week. How long will the payments last? So many states now, they have unemployment insurance payments last around 26 weeks. With the new stimulus bill, it's going to actually last an additional 13 weeks. So instead of it being 26, it'll now be 39 weeks. So who will be covered by the expanded program? Currently, the individuals that will be covered are if you are unemployed, if you are partially unemployed, if you are quarantined, if you have the illness, or if you are a primary caregiver for somebody that has the illness, you will receive the unemployment insurance. So what if right now you're currently unemployed and receiving unemployment benefits? So with the expanded benefits, you'll actually get an additional 13 weeks from your state, and you'll get $600 per week from the federal government. So even though you're currently receiving your unemployment benefits, you'll get the extension plus the additional top-up payment of $600 per week. So what if you're actually a freelancer or independent contractor, or you work a gig job? What I mean by that is if you are doing Uber or Lyft, for example, under the new expanded benefits, you will actually be eligible for the $600 additional top-up by the federal government. So that is something that's newly eligible for self-employed individuals as well. So who does the stimulus bill leave out in terms of unemployment insurance? Those would be individuals who are currently working from home, receiving paid family leave or paid sick leave. They will not be eligible for unemployment insurance. Sadly, also new entrants to the workforce won't be eligible. So think of your new college grad who's looking to enter the workforce and they can't find work, unfortunately, because they haven't been working. They won't qualify for unemployment insurance either. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I really appreciate you taking the time to educate yourself about this huge stimulus bill that affects most of your lives. This is a brand new channel. I have fresh content coming for you every week. So if you want to really impact your finances and reach financial freedom, please subscribe, hit that like button as well to support the channel, and share this video with a friend. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Have an amazing day.